So 'tis the season of festive and fun treats. Rachel Scroggin of It's a Sweet Thing shows us cute ways to decorate sugar cookies just for Turkey Day. So nothing welcomes your guests to the dinner table like some Thanksgiving-themed cookies. So right now, Rachel, we're looking at an adorable pumpkin. So what are your pro decorating tips for getting started on the pumpkin?
Yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that you have your piping bag full enough. Nothing's worse than running out of frosting and having to go back and put some more frosting in there.
We need enough to go around.
Yeah. So then it's just a matter of picking out your tips and what kind of a look that you want to go for.
Okay, and how do you hold this bag?
So you want to hold a bag. I'm a lefty, so I'll hold it in my left hand, and then my other hand kind of braces my left hand. So, and then you can just kind of start whichever way. If we want to do this pumpkin here, you'd start on the left and your outer corners, and then you'd work your way inwards.
Okay, why don't you show us how that actually starts, and then maybe I'll try my hand at it.
Okay.
But you need to walk me through the process.
So we're gonna start here, and you'll just kind of bring it around like this, and then we'll start on the other side.
And it's not too much frosting, right? You might feel like it's going,
it might feel like a lot, but then you'll just start inside mine and just kind of follow mine around.
Okay, yours is a lot smoother than mine. So I probably just need to keep it going.
Probably need to just kind of squeeze just a little harder. There
harder.
You go, that's pretty good. Yeah.
And how did you kind of come up with different shapes? Because I know we've got the pumpkin, but you've also got some delicious looking pies and even ones with funny sayings.
Yeah, I found these kind of collections of cutters online from various Etsy stores or Instagrams, and there's so many options out there for holiday cookies. So I just always get what kind of speaks to me. The more that you love what you're doing, the better that they turn out.
Okay, well, we need to finish up the stem there, so can you show us how it's done?
Yes, so this is with a Wilton size 3 tip, and basically you want to start with your edging on the outside here. So if you just kind of follow your shape around, and then you just want to fill it in.
Well, check that out. Well, Rachel, look at that. We have a perfectly finished pumpkin.
Yes, it looks great. Not too bad for your first time.
And I bet it tastes great. Well, that turkey had a little sign that said leftovers are for quitters. So cute there. Now the other way you could have decorated that pumpkin was icing it left to right with a smaller tip. In just about half an hour, Rachel shares her story behind the frosting and explains why ingredients matter. Welcome back. You don't have to be a pro to turn out beautiful cookies. Rachel Scroggin from It's a Sweet Thing walks us through the ingredients and tools she trusts along with trends in the cookie world. And one of the things that makes Rachel's cookies so special, the ingredients she uses. So how do you select your ingredients, Rachel?
Well, so my frosting recipe is actually from my great-grandmother. Her husband died at a young age, so she was left to raise 7 kids on her own, and she needed some extra money, so she self-taught herself how to make wedding cakes. It's not a buttercream, it's not royal icing, which is what most bakers use, so.
I was noticing it's so much like a fluffy meringue.
Yes, it is. I do use meringue powder in there. Things like pure vanilla extract is what you're after. You don't want to use imitation vanilla, or if you put almond in it, definitely use pure almond extract. You want to pick a butter that doesn't have a high concentration of oil in it.
And this is actually going to change the humidity level, so would it depend on how well your cookie would rise?
Yes, so that it will definitely help make your cookies rise instead of fall.
Okay.
So things like your oven temperature also, you want to make sure that you have a solid oven temperature, you know, it stays the same throughout.
Now we need to know all of the latest cookie trends.
Yes. So in the cookie business, 3D printed cookie cutters are definitely a thing.
So why is this so special, and kind of what is that 3D cookie printer all about?
So 3D cookie printers can create whatever shapes that the artist comes up with, and so you can get some really unique shapes that you can't find everywhere. So this one's a turkey. This one would be a turkey in a pot.
Cute.
So, and they have so many options out there. Other things in the cookie business are definitely edible glitters. Anytime you can add a little extra glitter.
Okay, you just said glitter and cookies together. We're gonna have to see how this works.
So these edible glitters come in all different colors, but basically you can get them in this little bottle, and it's just a little squirt here, and it just sprinkles glitter on there.
Oh, a little goes a long way, but that shimmer.
It does shimmer. AmeriColor is hands down the best kind of color you can buy out there. Once again, a little bit goes a long way. Colors will actually darken as they sit. This is called a precision rolling pin. A lot of times you can buy rubber rings to go on the outside of your rolling pin. That way you can get your thickness. But this one is made out of a solid piece of wood, so your cookies will always come out to be the same thickness every time.
Well, Rachel recommends that you use parchment paper so you never have to worry about the cookies sticking.